Hello everyone and welcome to day 40 of character design. Now, just something funny that I can babble about before we get into this is actually I was supposed to post this on Monday, but Sunday I was like, oh, I need to get a character design for Monday. I need to get a character design for Monday. And my brain was like, tomorrow's Monday, Katie. You haven't even touched the editing or done a voiceover for it all. And that occurred to me at midnight last night. So I was like, crap. I don't know what my brain thought, that the video was like gonna magically fix itself, but I didn't realize I was being stupid until midnight. And at that point it was just too late and I didn't want to, I was already tired and I had done a lot of work that day. So I was like, I don't want to do more. So I'm gonna post it today. I could have posted it yesterday evening, but also didn't feel like cramming it. So here we are. Now, today's character design is actually a redesign of something I drew back in 2019. It's crazy that, it's been 5 years since then. And this is my style now, and that is how I used to draw. I didn't draw like that for a crazy long time. I believe maybe 2 years I had that kind of weird style. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very unique and very, like, you can tell, like, I'm quite a young artist and I'm still trying to develop my own style. And it was back when I tried to draw human noses. Now, we can talk about this because this is just fun to talk about. I used to draw noses for humans. I tried to make them look like human noses, but all I ever really was used to was drawing FNAF and then pandas. So, like, trying to add all this detail of, like, I did it even with eyes, of trying to do like human eyes and human noses and make everything so like realistic. I eventually got to the point where I just needed to stop doing that because I'm trying to simplify everything else, but I'm focusing on like the nose and the eyes, and it's too much. And I just need to simplify it to the way I like it. So, I mean, you can see my sprite, like her nose, like you wouldn't look at that and be like, wow, that's so crazy human nose. I would look at it and I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a panda shaped nose. So that's what I did. That's how I just draw characters now, is with the panda shaped nose. I mean, are some exceptions, but that's pretty much how my style is now. And I think that's kind of interesting. And honestly, good advice to any beginner artist, don't focus on making it look accurate to like life, because your style doesn't need to be super accurate to life. You can make it like expressive as you want, as different as you want, as long as you get what you want in the end and it represents what you're going for. You know, my sprite represents me, and I think I nail that perfectly, even if she doesn't have like crazy realistic features. She's a cartoon and she represents me, and that's all she needs to be. But even back in 2019, I knew, like, I could tell you what problems were with my drawings. Like, I liked them, but it's just I needed to keep practicing developing my art style. Like, I knew back then that the noses were weird and that, like, I don't know why I drew lips with like the top lip really small and the bottom lip really big. I did do that for a while. I just think it's kind of cute, which I do still think it's cute. But I knew I just needed to keep working on it and developing it, and now we're here and I've done that. But this character, honestly, I think it's a pretty big step away from, not a step away from, but a step forward with this design. I think it's just so much more polished and fun. Something I started doing with character designs now is doing a concept sketch. And if the first pass through I do on the concept sketch is good, I will keep it, I will color it, and I will put it on the ref sheet as a little side thing. But I will color it in first before I go into the liner, because I've kind of figured out that doing concept sketch and coloring it in is a lot, like, I feel more okay with it than doing the line art, if you get what I mean. It's like I line this picture, like I can't just mess it up. So, like, also, if I have a character design that I'm working on for that day or for a video and I feel like it's not good enough, I don't need to finish it. I can just keep the character, maybe come back to it eventually, and, you know, I can just move on. So, for this character, I wanted to kind of keep the big hair. I feel like she kind of has big hair in the original. It's not crazy big. I definitely fluffed it up more, but I wanted to kind of keep that. I wanted to keep the bangs, and I kind of made them a little longer than they are in the original, but I think that just add some flavor and character to the design, because I mean in the original she does look a little bland besides the colors. Something I took away from the original is that blue and red collar and then the blue and red sleeves, because since the hair is blue and red and her shirt is also blue and red, the main part of it, having more blue and red is too much on that design, and it blends everything together. when you have two colors that are honestly mostly just like competing through the whole design, it's good to have one or more accent colors to throw in there to separate those colors and give a bit of a breathing space. So I did that on the collar, the sleeves, and then the bottom thing on the shirt. Now I will go ahead and let you watch the line art. Actually, before I let you do that, I will say I did a first pass through the line art. I did not like it, so I went back and restarted. If you noticed that, I just think that's a little funny. I don't know what. I think this was my first drawing of the day, so I was like a little like it needs to be good. So enjoy the line art, and then I will get back and we will discuss the colors. And on to coloring. The skin tone is actually the same color as the paper. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was cool. That's why I didn't make her very pale. I just thought it'd be an interesting skin tone to have in my character gallery. So I put down the skin tone. I gave it an accent color, of course. And something I did for the skin on the face is I made that accent, the darker skin tone color around her eyes and nose, because, you know, her bangs probably cast a shadow, and I thought it'd be funny if her skin had that on her. So I added that. I thought that was clever. I thought that was fun. And then I added like little frecklies on the face. Are they crazy, amazing, and stunning? Has Katie done it before? Sure, but I mean, they're fine. I like them. I don't hate them. Chrissy actually said this after I did this. I should have kept the circles on the cheeks, and I was like, oh, that would have been so cool. I don't think it's cool for this design. However, if I had thought about that in the original, I probably would have went a completely different route with this. And I basically colored in everything the way I wanted it, just like the concept sketch. And that is it for this design. I love this design. I named her Sonia. I actually named her Sonia because I love OMG It's Firefox, and I love her name, Sonia. And she's just an inspirational girly. So I was like, I'm gonna name a character with that name. They're not similar in any way, but I think her name's gorgeous. So that's where I got the name. And of course, I watched Maya Night. But this character is lovely. I absolutely love her. I have no complaints. I can't really say... And actually, no, one criticism that I noticed when doing the thumbnail for this video is if you put this character in monochrome colors, change all of it black and white, every color has the same value. And that is honestly an issue for character design. But I really like how she looks, so I think she's an exception. At least for me. Looking at it, it is an issue, but it isn't because it's my character and it's not for anything. But had I probably noticed that during drawing it, I would have changed something. But it is what it is. I love the design very much. But that's a big thing I don't like to do for characters, is have when you put them in monochrome, they're the same value. But that's my only criticism, really. that is it for today's video. If you want to support me, you can go to my Ko-fi. If you want to talk to me, you can go to my card.co and my Discord's there. You can also find my socials there as well. Also, if you want to suggest some animation memes for me to do, comment them. I don't know why, but like animation memes, I cannot find any good ones that like scratch the itch in my brain. Like I don't know. I feel like there's no good ones lately. And that's not like a read to people like their art isn't good or animations aren't good. That's not it. I'm just not like vibing with any of them. Like it's purely me. So if you have any suggestions, leave them below. Or if you, now this is a big one, if you want to see a specific character of mine, I would absolutely love to know what characters you guys like and prefer and would want to see. Or if there's like a character like, Katie, you drew this character and I would love to see it in this meme, I would absolutely adore and love to know what you think. And if you have any like things you would have done differently with this character design, let me know. I would love to know that too. Anyway, bye, love you, and stay safe.